Y'all see this? This right here. This right here was 4 hours of pain in my. Welcome back, everyone, to Richland Dreams, where dreams do come true, but first we gotta wade through the nightmares that we create for ourselves. If you guys watched the last episode all the way through, you'll notice or you'll remember that I screwed up. Instead of borrowing the items on that contract, I just accepted the contract. And I'm going to tell you right now, doing that with a 25-foot header sucked. Yes, I ran course play, but still, it's 4 hours of my life that I spent doing that. I love this game. Love playing this game. But holy crap. Yeah. Anyways, hey, taking the last load here. I think I already made like $700 or something off the last one. I don't have room in my silo because realistically playing, I've only got room for one grain. I'm not going to mix them. So we are going to go ahead and empty this here. So whatever money we make, we make. I do have the mod to collect straw on missions, but I'm not worried about it. I'm going to collect on it once I'm done here, and we'll let all that straw disappear. So, I don't want to sound like I'm complaining and nagging, but you know, I created it myself. I've got nobody to be mad at but me. And yeah, so lesson learned. And from now on, we'll be slowing down to make sure we choose the right selection. So, anyways, today, this episode, I'm going to speed up, back up to one. I wasn't for sure how long it was going to take me, and I didn't want it all to disappear because I didn't get it done in the month of August. But I'm going to start planting canola across the road there in field 4. And then I'll do some of it, and I'll probably let worker take over after that. I do want to bale the straw up, and I found out after the last episode aired that there was no place to sell straw here. So I went in, made a change to some of the XML, and created a spot to sell straw. So I'm not sure how big the trigger area is. I just added it to one of the triggers that was already there. So we'll see how big a pain in the hind end this is. So, yeah. So we'll get started here. Guys, I appreciate you guys watching the last episode. Everybody that came out and watched that, I am astounded and very, very, very appreciative. When I started this little journey a few weeks ago, I had no idea that that many people would want to watch my content, but I am very, very, very thankful that you do. And so now that I will quit kissing the ground that you're walking on, we'll get to work. Before I forget, we'll go in here, save the game, and come down here to contracts. And go ahead and collect on this. I did not even look to see how much money we made on that last one. For selling. I think it was somewhere around 8,000 maybe. I don't really remember. So we're going to start working on field 4. Which is right across the road, which there again might be another mistake. But hey, like I said, we'll do some headlands and then we'll let the worker take over and do what it needs to do. I think it's going to have a problem here. Well, I know it's going to have a problem here. Maybe I should do course play. I'll let just course play do that. Decisions. I have to think about it. But I got to go hook to the trailer, run to the store, pick up some seed, because I don't have any seed on the farm. So, for everybody that's played this map, what do you think so far? I'm enjoying it. I really am. I mean, just look at that. You know, it's not something you see on every map. You know, the moving truck going down the road. You know, it's cool. It really, really is. So, anyways, I'll catch you with you guys once I get down to the store. All right, we're loaded up here. Headed back to the farm. So, not sure. I got 3 pallets. We'll see if that's enough. Don't really know. That's where our dream is going to lead us. So I'm kind of curious, how long has everybody been playing Farming Simulator? I know there's people out there that's been playing longer than me, but I started on 13, back on Hagenstadt. And, you know, it took me a while to realize what mods were. But man, when I found mods, it was like, you know, everything changed. And now, like, I bought 22 when it first came out, and I'll be honest with you, I played 19 for a little while until 22 started getting some mods to it, just because that's the way I like to play. And, you know, now here we are about a year later. We've got a very, very, very good selection of mods out there, things that really help it make it a lot more realistic, I guess you could say. And I know not everybody plays that way. I mean, you know, I still use super strength and things like that, which is, you know, which is not realistic, obviously. You know, you can't really pick up a pallet of seed and throw it up there. You can move it, you know, bag at a time. So let's get the tractor hooked up to the. Oh, I gotta move the planter out of the way, don't I? Yep. Okay. I did figure out what was going on. I can't remember what the name of the mod is. It might be the seed extension or something like that. But yeah, I have to actually have the correct seed. So now it's full. Let me close the hatch. Open up the fertilize hatch. I'm not fertilizing somebody else's field unless they pay me. Um, now we can see we've got canola. Yay. My quest for playing as realistically as possible is beginning to bite me in the hind end on a let's play. Alrighty. Well, see if we can get to work here. I know a lot of people would say do your headlands last. The way we did things, we did our headlands first. But we were using, 24 row 1775 NT planters. So on our corn, well, that's what we use for our corn. For our beans, we used was it a 1795? I think it was. I may be wrong, but anyways, it had the wings that drop down. There's actually a mod out there with it right now. We planted soybeans on 15-inch rows. Also, we use the same ones to plant our wheat on 15-inch rows, so we didn't use seeders. But anyways, we would first come in here and plant our headlands and then come back and do all of our fills. So that's the way I'm going to do things now. Yep, go forward. See how much seed we use. So, I think I'll throw some music to this. I don't have a ton to talk about. No, I'm just throwing music to it. All right, we got the worker going over there on field 4. See what we can do baling here. Yeah, we're going to miss some chunks. I can live with it. I think we'll be okay. We'll make what kind of money we can make off the straw, and I mean, that'd be more than not making any money. So, how many others have been playing, for a while, and what do you think on all the changes that has happened to Farm Sim over the years? Me personally, I think it's awesome. I know there's always room for improvement. The the physics have come a long, long way. Back in the day of I think 13, we would have locking scripts on our modded trailers. You couldn't put a bale on a trailer and move it, down to the end of the field there without bales wanting to come off. So locking scripts changed that tremendously. Of course, back then it was more about loading wagons and, you know, um, doing your dry hay and putting it in a loading wagon, taking it, storing it somewhere, and doing your feed mixes and whatnot for your TMRs. Um, but most of us, especially in the U.S., we bale everything. So we like playing with balers. But yeah, to try to keep a bale on a trailer, that was difficult. I mean, and even not only that, but just transporting our equipment to and from. Uh, it just didn't happen unless you had a locking script. Well, he's still going. Boy, I'm telling you what, the pickup on this John Deere just not real wide. It's leaving a lot. I don't know whether to get a rake and try to rake everything into another pile and keep doing this. I don't know whether it'd be worth it. It probably certainly wouldn't be worth the price of a rake. That's for sure. I have to see how much it would be to lease one because I do not have a rake. I hadn't planned on doing hay just yet. Like I said, I was just matching kind of what Julian uh, had already given us. I did not get a stone picker. Kind of left that off. So I don't know. I'll look. If it's cheap enough, then I might do it and see how much more I can get out of it. But probably by the end of this, I'll probably be done with doing bales for a while. That's for sure. How many of you guys have ever rode behind a baler? Of course, not with a thrower, but rode on a wagon behind a baler and, stacking the wagon as you go. Or has come back into the field after you've taken a small square baler, baled everything, but they just drop it off in the field and have to come back in with all the wagons and load the wagons and take to the barn. I'm kind of curious. I'm a little older, so I remember a lot of some of those things growing up around farms. There's a lot of good memories and there's a lot of bad memories with some of that stuff. Um, it's hot work, um, and you get hay and all that straw all over you. I mean, it makes you itch. But I tell you what, it was very rewarding in many ways, financially and just I don't know what it was. I mean, just doing a good hard day's work. Sometimes was it just made you feel good. So I'm kind of curious on how many of you guys have done that in your lifetime. Whether you're younger or older. Let me know. I'd like to talk to you about it. So I'm going to sit here and be quiet a little bit and just let this thing go back and forth to a little bit of music. We'll catch you guys on the flip side. Okay. You do some math. Calculate whether this is going to be worth it. So there's 153 bales, and looks like each bale is roughly $27. So that's $4,000 a wagon load. Yeah. I mean, is it great money? No. Certainly more than I have. And considering that we've got a goal, I guess some money is better than no money. So, yep, we're going to continue. So, see you guys back at the barn. Well, I had to turn some mods off. Wasn't for sure what was interfering, but I couldn't get it to auto load anymore. So I think I've got it worked out, and I'll slowly add some of the mods back in that I want to utilize. One of my biggest problems, and this is just me, this is a downfall of me, is I'll see a mod and I thought, man, that'd be cool to use. I'll throw it in my mod folder. Never really use it, honestly. And then I'll throw something else on it, and then something else in there, and then something else in there, and I lose track of what I have. And before I know it, I've got, conflicts and things like that. So sometimes it's headaches to try to work all that out. But, it's something I got to work on for me, I guess. But anyways, we're back to working, and yeah, let's see if we can get this done this time. I decided to go ahead and just check on my worker here. Then refill the tractor. Refill the seeder. That was a lot better. I'll take a few of them moving. It's no big deal. Yeah, that was a heck of a lot better. I guess somebody stole my fuel tank off the back of my truck while we were out bailing. So I had to go and buy me another one. Well, I think once we get this wagon full, got 3 more bales to throw up here, we'll probably call it good. I may come back down here later on and finish this up. May not. Just have to see. There we go. Just pull back up here by the truck. Get down there and get it sold. I think we're between 75 and 80% done on seeding field 4. For some of that, we'll have to do. I'll have to go over there and try to get it fixed, because that island, if I could have got course play to work without fertilize, then it would have worked around that island. But just doing a worker, it won't work. So I know I'll have to go over there and finish some of it up, or at least restart the worker to finish up that section. Yeah, but I guess when I was going through and trying to figure out the mods that were keeping me from making this wagon work properly, I guess I must have turned off the mod for my fuel tank that I had on the back of the truck. Like I said, that's okay. I've got another. What do we got going on here? Oh, it's one of those, I guess, mess ups. I'll have to figure that out. But yeah, I've got another fuel tank mod that I'll purchase and throw on here. So we'll just chalk it up as either someone stole it or got a hole in it, got damaged, something. So that's it. Not a huge deal. It will cost us a little bit of money. That's okay. That's farming. I tell you what, farming, you have to love it to do it. I mean, you really have to love it to do it, because it is a lot of work, a lot of long hours for very little pay. Unless you're a worker in Farming Sim, you make $880 an hour. I could do that. But yeah, this works out a lot better right here. You have to throw a few in, but that's okay. Yeah, not bad. Oh, let's wait to reset it. All right. Well, we've made probably close to $12,000 in bales. So that adds, that helps up, to get us to our goal. We'll have around 30,000 coming in from the seating contract there on field 4. So that'll still leave us, 30,000 to get. So we may pick up some more contracts. But I think that's going to do it for this episode. Everybody, I really appreciate you watching. If you watch to the end, I really do appreciate it. Give me a comment and just let me know that you watched it to the end. It's very appreciative. It really is. Well, with that being said, and to keep from rambling on, I'll see you guys in the next episode.